Hi, this is Lee again. Today I'm going to do a tutorial on just a little bit of simple text art. Now, somebody on Troy's board was wanting to know how you might take a block of text and arrange it like this so that all of the margins are the same, but you see that certain words are emphasized because they're bigger and they take up an entire line. So what I've done is I've just chosen, I believe it was just Arial font, just a simple font for this. And of course you can use whatever font you want. Yep, that's Arial. And I went ahead and typed each line as it is on the sign here, and I'm just using this as an example. You could do any sort of poetry or any sort of inspirational quote and arrange it like this. And so I just typed in each line of text individually, and those are ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to pull that out of the way. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull out some guidelines. Now you see there's rulers up at the top of the page and on the side of the page. If you don't see your rulers, go up to View, Show Hide, and Rulers. Okay, and make sure that it's checked. And I just turned them off. So let's do that again. Show Hide, Rulers. All right, so you can pull, if you click on the ruler and drag, you will get a guideline. So I'm just going to set up some guidelines here on my canvas, and I'm just eyeballing what I think it should look like. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on some of my snapping tools. So over here are the snapping tools. Let me close some of these boxes. And right now the overall snapping menu is turned on, but I don't have any of these individual categories turned on. So I'm going to turn on this one right here, which is snap bounding boxes. And I'm just going to make sure that at least this top one here is highlighted. And then down here where I've got page and grid and guidelines, I'm going to turn on snapping to guidelines, which is this bottom one right here, snap guides. Okay, so now I'm going to take my first line of text and I'm just going to drag it over here. And you can see, if I zoom in a little, let me pull it away, you can see that little X that pops up? That shows you that's snapping. That's snapping to that guideline. Now I'm going to hold down the Control key and click on the arrow to make this big. And I'm going to go until I see that little snapping X on this side as well. All right. Now that's the right size. It's going from one guide to the other. So I'm going to grab my next line of text. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to snap it right there. And right now, don't worry about your spacing between lines. We're going to go back and fix that. So then again, hold down the Control key to keep your sizing proportional and just shrink it down until it snaps again. And you just continue doing the same thing. Now each line is going to be a little bit different size. And now we can go in and we can sort of move these up. And then at the end you can use the alignment tool to get them all exactly the same. Okay, then again, same thing here. Hold down Control and like so. We'll just keep going until we get them all done. Okay. And hold down Control. Next line. Next line. And you can see right now I'm not worrying about spacing really. I'm just getting them all the right width first. Is that all of them? Oh, last one. The most important one. Let me zoom back in again. And then this one's going to be very big. Okay. Now we'll zoom out. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this last one and I'm going to scooch it down a little bit with the arrow keys. All right. Now I'm going to click and drag to select the whole thing, and I'm going to open the alignment menu, Control Shift A. And now these ones on the top have to do with the alignment, and these have to do with distribution. So what I want to do is I want to distribute these equally from top to bottom. These would distribute items or objects equally from left to right, and these go from top to bottom. and you can have it distribute top edges, centers, bottom edges, or make vertical gaps between objects equal. This is the one we want. We want the gaps between the lines to be equal. So I'm going to click on that, and there you see it spaced it out so that the gaps in between are equal. Now what we want to do, if you want to go back and change, this one has some of the words in a different color, and you're going to want to do this for when you take it into Design Space anyway. Figure out which ones of these you're going to cut together. So at any rate, we have to go to Path, Object to Path. That gets everything to a path. Now we have to ungroup it, Object, Ungroup. And now you can go through and you can group each line together. Like I can take or Union, I am, and then I go to Path Union. And how is it over here? I'll just copy what they've got over here. So the is in black, so I can just select, click and drag to select the, Path Union. Daughter they've got in pink, so I'm going to union that together, Path Union, and now I can change the color of that, like so. Then we can go in Union of A and who, Path Union. And then if I go in, and I might have to zoom a little bit so I can select just this word, Path Union, change the color of that one. All right, and then you would just go through and continue like that until you got it the way you wanted. So that's just a simple way to do a little bit of simple text art, and I hope somebody can use that. It's useful for t-shirts as well, all sorts of things you can use to make a simple text art. Thanks for watching.